Well, hello on this warm and humid Monday. At least for me. Well, yeah, it's a proper May day again, not the cold, rainy stuff that I had for the longest time. But yeah, today we got big plans. We got great plans. Who knows if they will actually work? We'll have to see about that. Though I feel like that's the introduction for most every stream. Yeah, today more so than otherwise. We have quite a few steps lined up, and also I have had some extra considerations between streams, so we'll have to check that out. And it has to do with the economy, because I understood that potentially I've been a very big idiot. As I often do. So that will be something to check out right away. But yeah, otherwise it's a Monday, we're back again on the schedule, everything's nice. And I already know that I definitely won't make it tomorrow, but that's a Tuesday, that's all fine, and then at least Wednesday should be good. So honestly, it looks like the schedule is working out quite nicely these days. And here's hoping that I don't jinx it. But we'll see about that when we get there. So currently, we're in no wars, but we have several wars coming right up. The big one will be the command. Well, hopefully it won't be all that big. They have a huge honkin' military now, but hopefully we can just blitz through, siege all their siege everything, and basically make quick work of them that way. Before that, I did have plans. We need to pick up the Buvauri territory. That will give us some more siege ability, which will be very nice. Yeah, plus also break the Van Diefen alliance with the command. So this is hopefully not going to take too long, because the actual big... Well, who knows if we're actually going to get to it today, but the war with the Empire... Well, it looks like it's lined up. We have our allies, we can actually get them. It will be a big one, but we have to do it at some point anyways. And I figured, well, for how long can we really wait? We have to start taking the land. But then, first off, what did I discover? I was sort of, I was just tabbed into the game over the weekend, just looking at stuff, thinking about things. And one that I just really sort of clicked and thought about was our governing capacity. Our situation with all of our states and territories. So, we don't have a lot of states. I haven't really stated a whole lot of places because I'm always worried about governing capacity, right? I'm always worried because we still have to, like, we do have a lot spare, but we have to conquer a lot, and I have a feeling it will quickly be full. But I did some thinking, and now that we have town halls. We have town halls, so that's a 50% reduction. Plus, I think we did a little bit of it last time with the... Where are they now? These. With the Lightbringers, because I had to put some into Haley's, right? And then I remember that they do have a 25% reduction in province governing cost. So honestly, put both of those together, and all of our states can get a 75% reduction in governing cost, which, if I remember correctly, is literally the same that a territory gets by default. So we can turn all our states into quasi-territories. Obviously, we can also build town halls in territories, and then they are still 50% cheaper. But I know, I did some mathing, and at least the way that I see it, well, who the thunk states are much more efficient. Money making, just for everything, right? Which, well, yeah, again, good job, Sherlock. No shit. But I guess the big the big takeaway is, I think I've been overly careful with our governing capacity, and I think we could just state up more places and massively increase, well, just about everything. And if nothing else, primarily just Rahen, because we still have all the full state cores here, and well, they're just waiting to be stated. Plus, also, I guess I should assign the Lightbringers literally everywhere where we have states, because it costs only 12 admin. So literally each month we can give out one organization. I guess obviously first and foremost in actually expensive places. Because yeah, I also remember last time I was basically complaining that we have too much admin and really nowhere to put it, since we're caught up with technologies and all the rest. Which, yeah, now that makes me feel like a big old Dumbo. Which we can definitely hunt down. Because, yeah, plus it also gives development a little bit. So, yeah, because look at all these territories. I haven't handed it out anywhere. And that's just a 25% reduction. At least I had given it to Bulvar. And plus, also, I guess it does have the penalty. It does have the penalty of the 10% increased construction cost, which I'd say up until now that would have been a problem. But we are making bank. We have finally started making really good money. So I guess at this point it just feels like, well, we're making enough money that the 10% increase doesn't really mean anything. Which is even more so just a reason. And also, like look at this. Look at this in Krathanor. How much would we actually save? Let's quickly unpause so that it calculates everything. And how much gov capacity is that actually gonna save us? Just putting in the Lightbringers. So, where are we? So currently, okay, basically 2200. We can say 2200. Jam them in here. And we'll see how far that gets us. Okay, also we do need to reposition some armies. So we need to quickly take out the Buvauris, Gnidi, and I guess beat up the Van Diefens a little bit again. So some armies. I guess we do have some armies here on the spot already. But we definitely don't need everyone in these swamps. So let's get some people out of here. Oh yeah, also we do need to start, this was another thing. We have a lot of naval force limit actually available. So I figured, like, goddamn, we should get that upgraded. Well, just get more ships out, get some more transports, so that we can actually move around our armies a little bit easier. Don't have to do this stupid splitting. Which actually means I think we had the mission done. Where is it? Sorrel's Armada. This will give us... Oh, this was actually only blockade impact and efficiency. Okay, so this wasn't the one. Right, from the ports of Businor, we have the quicker and cheaper shipbuilding. So actually, we can leave it at that. So we need some ships. We have 16, we go up to 32. I guess we can go up to like 40 light ships. Leave a little bit spare room. Build them everywhere where it's nice and quick. How many do we need? 24. I guess, yeah, 24. That will give us a nice amount. Sure, 24 extra light ships. Then we will also need more fighting, just more fighting ships. Though, where was it? Are we gonna unlock? I guess the three-decker would be... Oh, actually, the three-decker is the last heavy ship, right? We actually have the best galleys, and then there's only one more heavy ship, one more light ship, and one more transport. Okay, well, I guess that's gonna take quite some while. So... let's put more heavies into construction. All of these places where it's actually... Let's do some of these. All the provinces where it's relatively quicker. Because in order to have any chance for competing with all the Imperial navies, we're gonna need quite a few ships. Honestly, I have my doubts about how much we'll even be able to manage, but maybe combined with the Portnum fleets, they have quite a substantial one. Though I think it might be primarily light ships, but still they have something of a battle fleet. So I have my hopes up that they might be able to do something. Plus Jadd has, well, I guess the Northern League has something. And right, did the month already pass? Okay, so that saved us 30 governing capacity, just putting in that one Lightbringer. I guess that was 36 specifically, which, well, I guess it is a bit, well, this is like a stupidly highly developed state, so makes sense. But that's my point, that really we need to turn more of these places into states, especially everything that we already have the cores on, and everything that would give us... Plus, this would give us more trade power, so we can start making more money in the Rahini trade node. So, all of... Wait, something of that... Oh, some of that needed coring, sure. Yeah, look at this, lower than Basana. Look at this massive province. Plus, honestly, if it comes push to shove, we can unstate them later on if we really need the governing capacity. Yeah, some of these places which are lower development we can just leave. Okay, for now, I guess do you... What are we looking at? Nothing here really. Sure, let's leave it at that for the time being. Because yeah, I guess honestly, considering we were floating like a third of our total governing capacity just empty, and thinking about it now, that's bad. I think maybe if we float like 500 in reserve, I guess that could be good. But well, can I just say, I think my decision is the correct one, because right off the bat we get a bountiful harvest. 3,000 crowns! Yes, that's money for ships. That's shipbuilding money right there. That's shipbuilding money if I've ever seen it. Okay, we got our... Okay, we got some separatists in the swamps, but that should be fine. This one might be a little bit iffy. We'll see how it goes. Though, okay, their morale is... and everything is quite bad. Cleanup should be not the hardest. Yeah, I guess good thing that the War Wizard is the one who caught them. Some losses, but yeah. Not worth worrying about. And hello, Scott. How you doing? Oh yeah, I also remember... No, then again, yeah, the conscription centers are already being built, because yeah, we need more force limit. Because I do want to... Well, okay, actually, making the states has obviously also given us a absolute boatload of force limit, so we can... well, actually, I was starting to consider maybe building more armies wouldn't be the thing to do. Instead, we can make our current armies bigger. I have a feeling the time has come where we need to, like, 30k isn't really cutting it anymore per stack. We need a bit more firepower per army. Okay, what's this? How quickly will these places convert? Are they being converted? Yes, they are. We can handle them once, and that should be good enough. Yeah, and also looking around, I did remember we do have a, well, slightly stranded army over here. So I guess some transport ships on the Rohani side could be useful. Give me the ships. Because they all sort of got wrecked, and that's not good. Let's get some of them back at least. How many do we need over here? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 6 more. Alright, that should do it. That should be the transport fleet for... Oh, actually, make it 16. At least half stack sized. So that will get these boys out of there. And Maybe a few more light ships. We are making a lot of money on this side from light ship trade propagation, but maybe after we are done with, once we are done with the transports. What's the command up to? The command is fighting the Dahui, which will no doubt be a very quick undertaking for them. They are almost up to 600k. I don't like that. But I guess we can get our extra armies not extra armies, but bigger armies. So how far do we want to go? How big do I want these armies to be? How much I have forgotten how many artillery units it was per 4th level. I think that's gonna be a quick Google. Because it would be nice to hit a nice fort siege bonus there. So how much was it? Where was the goddamn artillery per? There we go, artillery per. So obviously everything, basically everything now is up to level 8 forts. That much is standard in everywhere that isn't a backwater. So realistic. Okay, so 20, I guess 20 or 25. Currently we are rocking 16 artillery. How high am I planning to go? I guess we could go up to 25 artillery and then make, I guess, 50k stacks. Though that would be, well, that would be almost doubling what we currently are working with. Plus, I don't think it would... Oh yeah, the supply limit. I don't think the supply limit would agree with that. I guess we can work with 20. 20 artillery, and then add a little bit of a front line. So what, we go up to 20. So we have to add 4 more. Okay, yeah, we can go up to 40k stacks. 4 artillery. And I guess maybe 2 infantry, 2 cavalry, because I do want to make use of the cavalry. Oh no, not 4 infantry. We need only... We need only 12, yep. So that should be fine. I guess we can do that with all armies that are roughly stationary. Which isn't a lot of them. You don't need anything for... Actually, I need to... I guess I need to get you over to the front line, don't I? Well, wait until all the transports are finished and we'll schwiggity-schwooty move you around. Also, did we... What separatists do we have left over? Oh, there are some separatists in the swamps. It would be nice to get rid of everyone that might rebel over here. Can I convert you? Well, once you are cored, you will be converted. Okay, honestly, that means we can get these armies out of here. Already move them over to the command border. And then meanwhile over here everyone is roughly on the spot, so we can start this fight. All navies are in harbor, yes. So, the Buvauris, we can co-belligerate the Gnidi. I will most likely wipe them out. just do this as imperialism. I'm not gonna co-belligerate one Difa, we just need to break their alliance with the command. And maybe steal one of their islands, or something. Or their coastline. I do wanna maybe try chewing up the coastline so that we get more trade power in Rachen. So, this is this. You can jump straight on that. Where even is their army? Sieging this is gonna be annoying. Selective breeding in Corin's field, which means livestock and wool is more expensive. We have a lot of both. We have quite a lot of both, so that should be quite good for us as well. Okay, oh Christ, right, they have, yeah, of course, they have an absolute metric ton of defenses. So, send someone over. And no point in sitting there right now, you're just gonna die of attrition. Okay, at least. Yeah, the Bavauris don't really have any siege defenses. Oh yeah, I also almost forgot, where are our diplomats? We do have a few free diplomats, so let's actually start spying on Vex. They're gonna be... yeah, they're gonna be where the majority of the Imperial War takes place. Well, at least they have a lot of land. They have a lot of land, and basically a fort in every second province. So... sieging them quickly is going to be very important. Okay, and what's this? Let me guess. Yes, court and country is once again... you know, if only people stopped spreading discontent, that would be much appreciated, but I doubt they will just stop doing that. I guess how expensive would it be to go back up to 200 admin, to go back to 3 stability? I would rather not. I think we can wait until overextension is gone, once these cores finish in a year's time, and then we'll see about it. Also, the ships are finishing up. Get all of you together. Okay, there we go. Yeah, even though we started with like -70 siege progress, we still managed it in a month. Yep, that's the power of siege ability. Okay, both of you get on that fort. Oh, and what's this? You're dying in the desert. Well, don't do that. Don't die in the desert. That's non-ideal, you may imagine. Oh, you're also... yes. Well, this is also one of the reasons. Looks like all the fortresses basically now, since so many nations have taken defensive ideas, they require a bit more than 30,000 men to take. So let's get off that. Okay, Amber Separatists. Have we finally finished? Not quite yet. It's almost done. Wait, oh, actually... Oh, it's gonna be done this month. Okay, so I think we can fight the Amber Separatists if they pop up. Oh, a general died. Another... Well, I guess we are... Yeah, well, we are just about at leader capacity, so... And how many war... Excuse me, how many war wizards do we have at this point? 3. I don't know why, but they did decide to just pop into existence. Quite a few of them. Okay, these transports are getting built, but they're gonna have to wait a little bit. So you go pick up these boys. We're gonna bring you to the proper front. Oh, there are some of the Wandefen troops. And okay, time to deal with some separatists here. Okay, and one of these armies, make your way over. Okay, also we can do another exemplary vote. Give me manpower. You know that I need it, baby. I need that manpower. Yep, yes, sorry, almost 200,000. You know it. So, yes. No bribes. Bribes are expensive. Diplomatic, military support. We need one more. I guess just give them, where was it? One army tradition. And that's a little bit of manpower. That's a little bit of manpower in the pocket. Oh, this is okay. This is definitely going a little bit slower. Okay, that's one batch of separatists dealt with inside the mountains. So the Drukskaris, yeah, they're up in the caves. I guess reposition a bit. And we'll be ready to get them. And then where do we need to send the other... Go convert everything. And keep converting. Alright, I need to remember about you. Get on board. We will ship you as far as we can get you. I guess Anzabad, and then you can just get on the highway and get schmovin'. So, how are we looking? Primarily, yeah, I need to build up more. I need to build up more war score with the Vandefens, which means we definitely need to take this fortress. I can't really get anything more. But I think that singular fortress should be good enough to... it should be good enough to get us the 10 war score we need to break their alliance. And then it will be just about time Because we are working on quite a tight schedule here. Okay, and here we are running into the first problems. 40,000 men is a bit too much for the caves. So we have until the end of 1708. Okay, so you... what was the rebel situation? Any rebels in this area? Potentially. No? No, I guess we don't have any rebels in this area. You can start drilling. Let's build up some drill. Actually, how far away are we from... How far? Okay, no, we are at 80, almost 88% army professionalism. At this point, it would be cool to get the professional army, and then just that actually makes army drill very good, very easy to obtain. But that's still a bit more like I could hire a bunch of generals, but I feel like it's still a bit too much to... I would rather do it organically for the time being. Okay, finally there goes this siege. You can stomp them out. I guess we do need a army in this area, because we do have all sorts of random separatists that I would rather just not deal with them. Okay, yeah, I guess actually, okay, so that means you can stay here. Oh shit, why are you here? Well, okay, I did need to fight them at some point anyways. I guess we're taking this. Well, we are winning quite substantially. Well, in the shock phase, definitely we are. What's this? Some sort of random CB, I don't care. Okay, well that was quite good, dare I say. Now, split up a bit. This attrition is no good. Same goes for you. Actually, start making your way over. Actually, you as well. Just somewhere. Go. Go with the speed of wind. Okay. Ooh, excellent minister. So, either we get military benefits, which is a lot of tradition plus 100 military power, or we get some governing reform progress, prestige, and admin. Well, both are quite intriguing. So that would be roughly, what, 1.5 years worth of reform progress. Which, I think we only have the last reform left, don't we? Yeah, it's the last one. Which, all things considered, isn't that big. I think the only one that's really useful for us here is political absolutism. I guess the 2.5 admin efficiency is okay, plus the 10 absolutism. But it's not really that big. On the other hand, we could get 100 military power, which I guess we could just spend it to, well, get generals, get more professionalism, if nothing else. Plus, I will be picking up Royal Mortars, Miltech 25, way ahead of time, so that's gonna be expensive. So sure, plus the army tradition we don't need, but the navy tradition would be very welcome. We don't really have any navy tradition, and I would want at least a halfway decent admiral when we go to war. So sure, give me the military benefits. Give me the military benefits. Oh, you are still dying to attrition here. Go there. That is safe at least. Oh, come on, so many status quos. Half-orc recruitment drive. Yeah, sure, we can get a moderate tolerance increase for some amount of money. I will take that. We have money at this point, so no tragedy. Also, let's see, how are things looking here? Vandifa... Okay, we are very close to being neutral war score-wise with Vandifa. So I assume if we capture that fortress, it should give us the upper hand. Also, let's see, I am sort of converting at random, but can I make sure that we actually eliminate potential uprisings? So this has a religious zeal for 10 more years. This has a religious zeal for 10 more years. Yeah, the religious zeal is... I don't like it. But we kind of have to deal with it. How is everything over here? Okay, this we can convert. Honestly, actually, maybe start down from the peninsula. Okay, and then how are... Okay, you have arrived, so you can get a increase in size. Congratulations, you're going up to 40. You have arrived. We'll crank you up a bit. Okay, this should fall relatively soon. 50... Oh. Light up the sky. What's this? While recently wandering through the markets of Ketarata, a cat learned about a magnificent technology originating in the far lands of Hades. They were described as small rockets filled with a mysterious powder that launch with unimaginable speeds and explode in the sky, giving way to a pleasant explosion of sound and colors. Thrilled by the descriptions, the cat instantly messaged the steward about his dire need to experience these fireworks. Okay, so we have quite a few options, which is a horrifically expensive choice to import fireworks, a similarly expensive option to use mages, or tell them we can't do anything. But our steward themselves is a powerful mage, so Elizar can do a magic performance. 60 military power and we get 5 hedonism. Yeah, that's just about excellent. Very worthwhile exchange and 10 times better than these horrific prices. Yeah, give me that. Oh, come on, literally a disease outbreak on the last The castle could have surrendered. It could have surrendered, but no. We get a disease outbreak. Okay, and there we go. That's a fortress taken. So, 1 Difa. How are you looking? Please break your alliance. They are guaranteeing Busilar. What? What do you mean? Okay, and they're... Oh, okay, they're just about not willing to break their alliance. Well, their army is right here. We can jump it. Hopefully... oh, okay, well, those are... Hey, those are good rolls. Good rolls. Not absolutely stellar, but definitely does the job. So you have been beaten once again. Okay, now they are just about willing to break their alliance with the command. Oh, it is really annoying now seeing that they are guaranteeing Busilar. That is very annoying. They also have an alliance with Neckliffe. Because I guess these are nations that have made colonies around them. But what I really care about is the fact that they are in the Empire. Because when the fight with the Empire comes, I will have to fight them fully in the Empire. We won't have spare armies that we can use to deal with random people and Haleys. That would be way too much. I guess let's see if we can wipe out their continental armies. Maybe. And potentially that would give us a fair chunk of war score. Okay, they did. Okay, we did indeed wipe them out entirely. So please now for one, split up and get out of here. I don't want you all to die to attrition. Yeah, a bit of a shame that I don't have really any naval presence in Haleys. Okay. Annual. So what would be more important here? Neckliffe. Oh, actually they are... Oh, this is already with Neckliffe, so can we get Busilar in as well? We are 1 point away... We are 1 point away from getting... From annuling all of their alliances. That would be perfect. Problem is, I have taken literally everything that we can take over here. What is their navy? Yeah, they have 80 ships. I'm not gonna really make anything in time here. Shame. Well, maybe we can wait a little bit. Maybe we can wait a little bit. Maybe they will get war exhaustion up and stuff. You start moving out of here. Yeah, they still have high war enthusiasm. Even though we occupy most of their territory. Hollow then. Oh, nice. Separatists spawned right on our army. So that should mean no more separatists in the mountains. Because I'm pretty sure we have beaten all of them up. Yeah, so this army can get out of the mountains and out on the front line. Get out on the front line. Also, why is the artillery taking so long here? Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, a little bit of ticking did do it. So we can break all the Van Diefen guarantees and all their alliances and just get them out of this. Sure, that's all I need from you. Now let me be in peace. And now, before we entirely peace out these guys, we are working on some cores. But okay, these are just about finishing. Which means we'll be able to piece them out in a moment. Suffered some casualties in all of it. Oh shit. Ah yeah, a lot of devastation. I guess we have a lot of devastation. Wait, actually, where do we have so much devastation? Because that would be in states. I'm pretty sure I don't have any states that would be... I guess Nirat is still very devastated. This is a... I guess there is some over here. A bit weird. Yeah, also this army get marching. And then we have new heavy ships ready. All of you make your way to the island. Not the trade ships. The trade ships do what they do. And all of you, except you, get over there. Okay. There we go. This army is ready. So you need a general. Can we reassign someone? I guess we have a few. We have a few 40 stacks now that will need generals. Honestly, some of you I can most likely, sure, you get unassigned, reassign yourself to the front. And we'll see about some of the others. Oh, actually, you here sitting on the island, not really doing much. Welcome, you got promoted. Congratulations. Okay, and there we go. The majority of the cores that we had going. Very nice. So this means time for a peace, and we are taking just about everything. Yeah, 60. Because as it... no, I have no diplomat. Where is our diplomat? 12 days. Okay, wait for him a little bit. Because as it turned out, all of this will actually be very high quality land. Everything here is basically 30. 30, almost 40. The Gnidis just really pumped up development. Oh, and it is all one state. Yeah, this is a good territory. This is a good territory. Though, okay, we will most likely trade company it. Yeah, we will most likely trade company it. Just get more merchants going. Also, sad stuff, our commandant died. Who the hell are you? That's a picture if I've ever seen it. Yeah, army reform. That's a lizardman. Is that a lizard? Yeah. Oh no, that's a swamp troll. Okay, so that explains the slightly weird visuals. But okay, I don't need none of you. Oh no, actually, you're a discipline advisor, but I can't promote you. Well, sure, doesn't matter. You're level 3. Then again, do I want someone that's better than level 3? No, we'll take the level 3 for now. If we get a good replacement, then maybe we can reconsider it. But oh yeah, and I didn't press the peace button. All of that, all the yeah, right, because we are diplomat. Now we can press the button. Sure thing. Sure thing. More coastline. And I will, okay, yeah, we will keep all the forts. We will keep all the forts. Then again, admittedly, this fort isn't really necessary. Yeah, this one in Dekmendar already covers everything, so we can get rid of you. Also, if I'm not mistaken, some slaves are gonna get replaced. And yeah, there we go. There we get our siege ability, extra 10%. And abolition of slavery. We got spices and gold! Ooh, we got gold in a 31 development province. That's... Ooh, that does mean I have to sort of... almost have to state this place. That's very tempting. That's very, very tempting. Okay. Oh, you have religious zeal. I guess most of these places have religious zeal. Why so many? Why so many religious zeal provinces? Have to manually hunt down wherever there isn't any zeal, which is... Christ, they just... Why? 20 years! 20 more years of having to wait until these places are actually convertible. That sucks big time. Okay, but now we are out of that situation, and we have how much? We have roughly half a year's time until we have to fight the command. And yep, the command, I'm pretty sure they deleted the Dahui entirely. Which is sad, another nation gone, and they are up to 600k. I don't like it. I do not, as a matter of fact, like it. Shame is we didn't really manage to get up army drill. I was hoping we could maybe get some army drill for the fight with the command, but I guess that isn't realistic. We can still pump up the military though. So all of you in the area. And honestly, I will do these manually because there and there. That's gonna be for you. And then we need another. Wait. Or oh yeah, right. One artillery is still recruiting. 2. This is gonna be for you. Also, we can redo the navy. Redo the navy. I guess all of you go meet up here and get those boys off the island. They're not really doing much over there. Okay, that should be all the transport ships en route. And, okay, we don't need this many armies here. You two get over to the command. Considering, okay, this is all covered by forts, so actually I think one army should be able to cover the entire area. So we can unassign you, reassign you to this force, and you can also get moving. Okay. And that is, okay, that is the 16 transports. Hop on board, boys. We're getting you out. Also, if I remember correctly, we are upgrading some forts. So I do actually want to wait until these are done before we attack the command. Having an actually reinforced front line, I imagine, should help quite a bit. I imagine it should help quite a bit. Get all of you up to the front lines. We'll jump into their capital literally day one. And you stop drilling, move up to the front line. Ooh, we got a new 50% off trade advisor. Nice, nice. Some new armies prepping up. More conversions. So where can we eliminate? We have two separatist provinces. Yeah, so these provinces... Oh, okay, this one we can convert. Excellent. Oh, and we actually can convert both of them. So they're gonna be done soon, which means we can harshly treat them once. And then there shouldn't be any more problems with them. Full mana is up here. We will most likely just deal with them. Araxeta will deal... Okay, actually, except for... I swear to God, if the rebellion pops up in this specific province, that's gonna be very annoying. Okay, another 40 stack ready to cook. Another 40 stack ready to cook. Oh, and is something happening in the Empire? What's this? Okay, no, that's colonial. Those are colonial wars. As if I give a shit. Well, they are colonial wars that have... okay, well, poor Exvex. Poor Exves. They are... Well, they're in for a beating, aren't they? They're in for a beating. Okay, our navy swells. Oh yeah, we have to upgrade the galleys. Sure, start upgrading the galleys. Plus, I guess we need more ships in production. Just more ships in production. I think more frigates. Not frigates, more... well, archipelago frigates. Hence the frigates. Sure, we'll just spam out a decent amount of them. Mostly in the provinces that take a bit longer to build. And then we will build heavy ships in the provinces that are on the quicker end. Because, yeah, our east side will be basically... We won't have a navy and Haleys, but... at this point I've sort of just accepted that, because we really, not being focused on a navy, I don't think we can really afford splitting ourselves in two. Then we won't really be able to fight on either end. Either we have a proper navy on one side or on the other. This is gonna be expensive, but... well, we have the money now. We have the technology. We have the technology. Okay, so that leaves us with a little bit in reserve. I did want to leave potentially something for more trade ships. So let's leave that for now. Also, I guess we can recruit an admiral for our... it's like we have a few admirals going about. Ooh! You're 5 fire. Okay, you know what? You're getting assigned right away to the battle fleet. Ivrandil Kamzuir. You're gonna play a pivotal role. I'm very happy with those numbers, considering we only have 20 Navy tradition. Oh, and then someone dies. A general just died. Well, that means we can get a new general. Well... that's... those numbers... no, honestly, no. Those numbers I just don't care about keeping. Honestly, I feel like I have to be a bit more picky with my generals at this point. Like here, Philinara. Those just aren't good numbers. Naraven as well. You unassign. And who was it? Philinara. Yeah, those just... those aren't good numbers. Where are they? Like imagine 2 fire, 4 shock. No, and only 2 siege. Maybe at least if you have a lot of siege pips, I can use them as a purely siege general. Even though I don't really do that anymore either. So let's get in a batch of hopefully... like, okay, 3 fire, but at least 6 shock. We can make that work. Okay, 5, 6, and 6. Okay, you're okay, Verinar. You're the one. You know what's up. What's it? Not a singular movement, Pip? Not a singular maneuver. No, I think you're getting kicked out. Okay, Hari, this works. And then we kick out this one. Plus, that did get us some extra army professionalism. So we're looking good on this front. One army is still making its way up. We're looking 400 crowns positive income. That's juicy. This army is slowly making its way. I guess we still have a good number of armies making their way over here. I guess it is gonna... well, we are moving them from quite a distance away. As I said one time, I think it would be very nice if we could build the golden highways in new territories that we conquer. Maybe make it more expensive, since we're not restoring it, but actually building it from zero. But still, would be nice if we could at least build something. Something that would give us more movement. Oh, and we have to move our seat of the court. I guess so. Currently we are in Jadd, which does give us the siege ability, but What would be... What would be good right now? Well, theoretically, I do need to... I do need to continue building these buildings, the Golden Ambon and the Quarter of the Suns. So... I guess we will move over to... Where was it? To Istralair. Yeah, the envoy travel time and yearly absolutism really does us no good, but... Well, that's where we're going. Which does mean time to rework our... Well, okay, first off we can... I guess we can establish the quarter... No, the golden... The Golden Ambon has all power cost, minus 2.5%, so that's quite good. Definitely better than improved relations and Diplo rep. So, the Golden Ambon. The Golden Ambon is planned to be a building facing the greatest square in Istralair, where the Divine Herald can deliver their speeches to the thronging multitudes. Magics woven into the fabrics of the Divine Herald's podium ensures that even those outside of the square can hear their every word clearly. Sorel's truth spreads far and wide across the realm, and it all starts here in the Golden Ambon. So, okay, basically a place to give speeches. That's that. Very nice. So, how are the forts looking? Okay, the forts are still upgrading. We do have a lot of money. I guess we could spend some more on just buildings. Buildings. Do we need to reinforce any fortresses? Maybe... Really, it would be better to have this one up here in the mountain. Okay, we will... Hills Farm. Sure, we will upgrade this one. Honestly, I'm not gonna... Oh, sure, just upgrade this one. Will be good enough. Upgrade this one. Just reinforce... Basically, reinforce everything around the holds. That might be important. Also, I guess it has been some time since I've paid attention to these ones. They can get some upgrades. Protect our outside. Protect all the places where someone could attack us from. Okay, and then some actually more meaningful buildings. Barracks. That's all 2.5k done. How are the soldiers' households looking? Some could be built, but I'm not too stressed about it yet. Maybe some honestly, maybe we need some grand shipyards. I guess let's see, where can we do some upgrades? Upgrades, people. Wait, no, why is this? Oh no, that's starting from... Just show me the cheap ones. Okay, so we can definitely upgrade some shipyards. Should have potentially done this sooner. Okay, I think, okay, 1,000 in the bank, that's gonna be about it for now. I think it is a bit of a shame, but I think our trade fleets in Haley's here will have to stay in harbor. Okay. We're gonna have to... because the command does have a navy. Quite a substantial one, so... I am a bit afraid if they suddenly decide to pull around, they could cause some problems. And, okay, I think... maybe we still have some armies around. But also, it's good to know that our spy told us that the command is planning to attack Tianlo. Even though Tianlo will likely, well, just get evaporated, they do have territories all the way here up in the far north, which most likely the command will go and try to siege down. Why is that good for us? It means their army is gonna be... their army is just gonna be not here. They're gonna be somewhere far away, which means we can do what we did in the previous war, namely just blitz them, siege down everything, and hopefully peace them out before they even know what's happening. And what's this? Conclave of the Mages? Either they get 20 influence or they lose 20 loyalty. Let them hold their meeting. In times of need, the Magi of the realm convene in secret locations to organize and determine the future of their kind. We have received news of such a gathering, and if needed, we can step in, can stop it from occurring. Now, honestly, I think the mages are good people. They haven't really been causing me any trouble. They do have all power cost reduction, even if they do have tech cost increase. I don't know, their buffs are quite good. I'll let them hold their meeting. Okay, so yeah, that did actually increase. Yeah, 7.5 all power cost. I will take that. Oh, Callisto, fuck off. Against Tarakar again. Okay, so... okay, first we did get the learnings of an Elder. We did get the learnings of an Elder, which... okay, we can push ourselves up to military 6. And then we are just done with military. We'll be 6 admin, 6 military. Sure. Give me that. That will update. So, Tarakar. Has Tarakar recovered? Tarakar very much hasn't recovered. They only have 180k men. Do I care about keeping Callisto around? If I'm... oh, if only, I guess I... oh, you are such a pain in the butthole. Well, they should very well be able to deal with this themselves. So sure, I will assist them. They might be useful in the future. They are one of the strongest nations in the world, after all. It would be quite useful to keep them around. Even though they are cunts. Even though they are absolute assholes, mostly. Well, I'm not gonna be helping that. Sorry, I have my own fish to fry. Yeah, like, I could, yeah, because, like, honestly, the one big use I could... why is Negafama involved? Why are you involved? For God's good sake, why are you allied to the command? Why are you allies? You have 200,000 men. I absolutely hate everyone here. case. This might just absolutely change what we're about to do. Because there is the annoying fact that Binvarji is also guaranteeing the independence of Bussilar and Vern. Basically, at this point, they are just causing me trouble by guaranteeing literally anyone I have any claims on whatsoever. Or anyone that I might consider attacking. So, I need to break this. I guess I could... We could go and fight Binvarji. Fight Binvarji Negafama. Break the Negafama Command Alliance. Break all the guarantees that Binvarji is putting out. And... It will massively delay the war with the command, which I hate. I wanted to fight them here and now. Oh, but I guess looks like that's not gonna be the case. You absolutely... Absolutely annoying is what this is. You turn around. Turn around, head for the Binvarji territories. You assholes. You absolute assholes. Why do we have to deal with this right now? Oh, but there we go. At least something good amidst all of the anger. Gomo Artillery Division in Kcam Synth. The cooperation with Gnomish weapons engineers, and especially personnel of the Gomo Guild, has had a large positive impact on the technological and industrial capabilities of our great city. From the beginning, research and production of artillery were a main focus of the cooperation, and our newest guns are undoubtedly the envy of all Haleys. The Gomo has now presented a proposal for further expansion of the project by funding a fully fledged Gomo Artillery Division based in Kcam Synth. Funding this organization could allow us to achieve a higher quality in production than ever before, making bigger and stronger armaments a certainty. A refusal? Well, we're obviously not going to refuse, that's stupid. Okay, so artillery becomes 10% more expensive. This is the first negative modifier that I have seen on any Gomo divisions. But we do get 5% artillery combatability. We have the money, we very much have the money, and at least it's something percentage-based. It's something percentage-based, I love that. Even though it is only 5%, it is on arguably the most important military unit. So, I guess now we have big guns. Big, cool guns. We have big, cool guns. Okay, so... all of those armies are moving off. They should hopefully perform well enough. How many troops am I dispatching? That's 120, 200, 260. Well... What is their tech level? 24, also 24. I guess I should pick up... Maybe I should pick up Royal Mortars. Sure, let's get the next artillery tech. So this does give this is major because this is a 50% increase in artillery damage, effectively. So let's get... I guess we get new artillery. What's the situation? So currently we are on horse artillery. Our options are the Royal Mortar, which is, well, a mortar. Or the Licorn, which doesn't even have a description. Okay, so the difference is... the Licorn is more defensive, the Royal Mortar is more offensive. Well, you know which one I gravitate towards. And effectively this will be one more fire pip and one more morale pip offensively. Whereas the Licorn would be one more defensive shock and fire pip. Oh yeah, give me the Royal Mortar. Give me the Royal Mortar. Our entire shtick is killing them before they cause us much trouble. That is our entire thing here. Oh, no, there is... Of course there is zeal here. Okay, what else are we looking at? That will be... This is still getting cord. Okay. And that's everything. So the armies are on the move. You know, sure, let's send another army. I don't want to accidentally get overwhelmed. At least they don't have manpower. I think Binvarji is still very much recovering from when we wiped out the entirety of their army. So, in the meanwhile, what can we do with these troops? We're sort of sitting, not doing much here. Could we go and kill Brenulin? I think we very much could. Okay, that's gonna be converted. So Brenulin, they also, yeah, they didn't. They took some of Quelani land, but they didn't take too much. And now it's, yeah, a very nice split of roughly 70% for both. Though I guess we'll have to see if we can actually pick up that much overextension. So sure, these armies, honestly, 2 of these armies will be good enough. Go down and deal with them. And then meanwhile, these 2 will put into drill mode. At least get maybe some armies that are actually properly drilled. We can... Oh, we can pick up the next admin tech, which might be useful. 27, okay, yeah. Admin tech 27 is gonna be the next big one, but 26 does have another idea group. But 25 is just a lame one. 25 is a lame one. Also, yeah, actually, how are we looking on... how are we looking on institutions? It's going a bit slow. Yeah, the Enlightenment. Oh, I guess we could take some in the south. It has, for whatever reason, appeared in Davharal. Is spreading out from here. We do have it in Jadanzar. And I guess now it's gonna... I guess since we moved our capital, now it's gonna be spreading in Istralair as well. Also, I just remembered, since we moved our... Yeah, speaking of moving our capital, do we once again have to check our trade? I think we do. It might be worth it to... How the hell do we collect 140 here? Oh, I guess because now we are getting from Nadim Raj. Everything is moving down. Everything is moving down. I guess over here we could readjust and transport north into Jadao. And then collect in the Karunyana. So, okay, switch that over. And then did we... Actually, I don't think we needed to readjust anything else. I'm pretty sure all the other collecting is happening as it should. Oh, then again, since we aren't collecting in Saryend... Maybe it would be more beneficial if we, instead of collecting in the Mother's Sorrow, we collect in Brassan. How much are we collecting here? Actually, we earn 90. Yeah, we earn only 25 in the Mother's Sorrow. Let's move that over to here. Mother's Sorrow, switch those over. It is gonna reduce how much we collect in Bahar. I guess we're gonna have to see how that turns out. Plus, we can get some navies together once again. Making a big old fleet. The biggest, some might say. Yeah, the command has declared... So this is such a shame with the command, right? Like, doing its war with Tianlo and all their armies are just away, not at home. Lame. But okay, let's go up against you, bozos. Armies keep drilling. This isn't your business. Keep at it. Oh, we don't have... Yeah, I guess without a spy network and against actually defensive nations, the sieges do take some time. Not as quick as I would love to. I don't know, you're not gonna convert anything. I know they're making it a core. Well, don't make it a core either. Just don't do anything. And of course the first thing we get is a disease outbreak. Okay, the armies are on the road. What is... So I like how the Callistos have... How many troops? They have 400,000 troops. And... Oh, they're literally just as worthless as an ally as Guvamud was. They literally haven't done anything. They literally haven't done anything to actually help us. Worthless. Precursor knowledge. We will do it ourselves. Also, yeah, we are running full-on admin power. Which, well, that just reminds me, well, where are all our states? Where are all our states? I need to assign... states. I just need to go through and assign these locals everywhere. Where have we actually stated? Everywhere where governing capacity can be reduced, we're gonna reduce it. Actually, no, wasn't there a... Wasn't this in the macro? States... No, trade companies, edicts... I guess, yeah, I can't... Okay, you can't assign... Diplomacy development. Okay, you can't assign... Bit of a shame. I thought I thought I could assign the... assign the local organizations through that screen, but... Alas, no dice. Just gotta click and do it manually. Okay, that one doesn't really matter. This one matters though. Okay, coastline as well. Island, sure, you know what, the island also can get it. Okay, that should be, I'm pretty sure, all actually meaningful states. All actually meaningful states should have local organizations now. Okay, plus also, and honestly, well, it was a fair chunk of admin to assign it everywhere, but not that bad, is it now? Oh, the separatists just went away. Interesting. They just, well, they legally are allowed to just leave. They are legally allowed to just leave. Please finish this siege. Well, I guess I could barrage, but not super necessary. Oh, nice. The Fulmanans are killing my separatists. Thank you. Good thing that the separatists decided to go visit them. Okay, nice. That's a siege finished. Go take their capital. Okay, actually the separatists on this side might pop up, so... I think we'll even do it without a general. I don't think a general is really worth it here. And okay, our armies are in place, I dare say, here. So, Benvarji, I hear you're causing some shit. I hear you're causing some shit. We can even co-belligerate Yagab Faru, because... why not? I might take some land from them. Honestly, if we're getting into this, might as well get something out of it. Because if we take the Yagab Faru territories... actually, I guess part of it is Golkora, but... what is this, the full... for Yara? For Jara trade node? I'm planning that we could get a trade company going here easily enough, and also it's quite a rich trade node. That could be good. So you Get ready to have your shit kicked in. Again, you lads keep drilling. They're getting they're getting no chance to actually drill. So just start slamming in here. You push through to... Oh, this looks like a big city. Well, actually only 28. Looked quite a bit bigger, I'd say. Oh yeah, also you guys need to... you guys need to go in. Honestly, just both of you go to the fort. Yeah, there we go. Some separatists. So now we're gonna be clicking all over the place. That much is for sure. Okay, you pull out, siege that instead. So we need to keep moving here. Should you go here instead? Oh, we're gonna catch 32k. Sure. General died. Well, actually, you can keep moving up through it all. Since a general died, that means we can... And actually, we are still above limit. Imports compete with our goods. Yes, we can get more mercantilism. How much mercantilism are we up to at this point? 23. I would have thought we'd had more. But I guess this is purely from passive events throughout the entire game. So maybe it's okay. Oh yeah, the Binvargis got absolutely smashed. Surprisingly, the Nagafamans are holding up. No, the Yagubfarus are holding a smidge longer. And that's the Separatists dealt with, no problem. Okay, no, you recover for a bit. You're a war wizard, you go get on that siege. Get on that siege pronto. Oh yeah, it does indeed look like the Binvargis don't really have any fort defense. Or at least, well, any meaningful fort defense. Okay, also I should combine the navies so that they don't take up as much space. I assume, okay, yeah, fleet, actually, okay, fleet maintenance is up to 70. We do have a lot of heavy ships. Okay, that's gonna combine. How is this siege looking? I would expect it to be going a bit better. Also more conversions. Oh shit, that's a... Well, okay, that's gonna be some problems up in the north. That's gonna be some problems off in the north, so they do have... well, let's hope that the second army can interfere and assist. If they can, then it should be without too many issues. Otherwise, we might just take some casualties here. Okay, we got in. Yeah, it's not perfect. Oh, they are rocking up another stack. Oh, and just as all of that is going on, it's the Age of Artificers. Surprise. Precursor discoveries paired with gnomish ingenuity have forged a future where magic is servile and tamed. The powers of the old magical class become widely available, sparking the enlightenment and rise of the common folk. Okay, so a bunch of people right away doing Golden Ages, which I'm considering we'll also do a Golden Age relatively soon, I think. And yeah, as expected, we already fulfill 4 requirements. So we have a parliament, that's good. We have at least 5 different well, we don't have promoted cultures, but we have the assimilated cultures, so that's the same. We will not get a subject, but we do have high discipline. We do have more than one great leader. We do not control any institutions. I guess maybe we will get that once we start conquering the Canor, but that will take quite some time. We could easily get a large capital if we move to a correct place. But more so, the bonuses in the last age are actually good and kind of crazy. Artillery levels available versus fort is juicy. This is the big one. Improved force march. Force marching costs no power, which basically means just enable force marching for all armies and basically never disable it. Increased global naval engagement could be very good. It could help us beat the armies, beat the other navies. Ignore coring distance is a funny one. Yeah, there are 2 which are for liberty desire in subjects. Doesn't matter. But I guess arguably just the best one is artillery damage from the back row plus 20%. It's absolutely insane. That it will just have to be the first one. And then, sadly, wait, our culture group is... Our culture group isn't Bulvari? Well, that's... Damn, I didn't even know that Centaurs, Ogres, and Lake Federation gets a massive -15 autonomy in territories. That's huge. Then also the Empire gets some stuff. And if you're in... Okay, yes. Shame we don't have anything special. Honestly, I am quite disappointed that the only special bonus we could pick up was honestly absolute ass. It was no good. But yeah, I guess we are not Bulvari. I guess we're not Bulvari, we are... Desert Elves... Oh, I guess... Okay, yeah, I guess we are elves. Not... You would have to be a human nation. Okay, that explains it. That does explain some things. Okay, but yeah, back to this battle. So hopefully we should be able to win this before the other army turns up. And if we do... If we do, then... Well, that should be good. Okay, also we need to wipe out some of their troops, otherwise this is gonna be hella annoying. Please win. Please win. Okay, nice, we won. And they cancelled their attack. Okay, so yeah, those... I didn't want to take those casualties. I much would have preferred to do without that. But, sure. I can't always pull off everything perfectly. Thinking about that, how are things on this front? They're going. They sure are going. Okay. Hey, hello, DJ. How you doing? We're, things not going as planned today, alas. In a bit of a pointless war in Sarhal again. Because, the plan was to have a big old nice fight with the command. Which would have been in the perfect timing, because they are currently busy fighting at the end of the world. But, I discovered they have allied some very annoying people in our backyard. And currently we're in a conflict to just break a bunch of alliances and guarantees. Because also Binvarji is guaranteeing literally everyone in Anbenar that we are interested in. So I guess it would have happened sooner or later. But has thrown off the plans a little bit. Let's put it like that. So currently the hope is that we can finish this relatively quickly. But, well, they do have big old stacks. They do have big old stacks of troops just about everywhere. Had not the best battle up here, but we pulled through. Simultaneously also trying to unify territories in Vimdathrong. Just stuff happening all over, which means my multitasking is getting put to the test. Which honestly, I'm not that good at least in EU4. I usually do like one war at a time. But I did know that that wouldn't be possible with the Jadd, at least if I want to do things properly, right? So I guess I'm sort of trying to... I don't know if I can say that I'm trying to challenge myself, but at least I'm trying to switch things up a little bit. And, be a proper big old warmongerer. Actually, can we... No, we can't catch them. Oh, what the hell? Loss of incense reduces in price by 80%. No. That's horrible. I think we had quite a bit of incense, didn't we? Yeah, a noticeable amount of provinces. Shame. Now all of that is gonna be basically down to 1.5. Down to 1.5. Now it's like just a shit resource, really. Damn. Played a lot of modded Civ 5 multiplayer last night. Ooh, multiplayer. How many people? Just a few lads, or like a, I don't know, big proper 8-player game or something. So many times I have tried to get a big nice game going, but well, as it usually does, getting a crowd together and then more importantly keeping that crowd together rarely works out. Which is a bit of a shame always. Oh, where did we take something here? No, not yet. Just with a friend, playtesting a mod pack that I made and updated. Ooh, interesting. I guess mod packs, yeah, I guess, I don't think I've really gone... I think that the biggest I've really used in Civ 5 myself would be, something like, what was it now called? The... Used to be called the NQ mod, no quitters. It got renamed to something, but forgot the name right now. I mostly play with that at this point when I do, but yeah, haven't really dabbled in doing mod packs or something like that. Yeah, right, like mod, yep. Played with that a little bit when I do. I play with Community Balance, Vox Populi instead. I think I've roughly heard of the community. I haven't heard of Vox Populi. The name alone does me make think that it's a complicated one. Is that the case, or is it just a fancy name for the sake of having a fancy name? I guess, yeah, that would make me think of something like, well, I don't know, yeah, big old changes. Reposition here. How the hell do I deal with you people? Also, how are things? Okay, this fort is taking... Okay, yeah, of course, another disease outbreak. This is taking much longer than I would have hoped it would. That army can continue down. It differs a lot to Lek and No Quitters, as it does actually make the AI smarter and adds new mechanics to the game. Okay, so it is a more... It's a more substantial rework then, I guess. Well, especially adding new mechanics, I guess. That part sounds like quite a undertaking. Would you look at that? Caught an army without a leader. Isn't that cool? They're not dying all that quickly. Oh shit, we're gonna... Okay, we're gonna get jumped here, get them out. Oh no, well, okay, this is... Okay, this is starting to look bad now. They would have to leave through there. We have to send in some reinforcements. Oh yeah, this army is in a lot of trouble. Send down some people. Where possible. I do hate fighting these Sarhalan kingdoms. They just always pull... Oh, I guess I need to start actually not underestimating them. Then the mod pack is Vox Populi and like 60 plus submods. And then I coded my own on top. Okay, well that does... Are you playing Civ 5 at that point? Sounds like there's more than just a little bit on top of it all. And hey, hello, Solifar. Welcome in. Thanks for the raid. We're currently doing some Anbanar and stuck with some fighting in Sarhal. Not my favorite pastime, but over the last few sessions it has developed into a, dare I say, standard happening. Mostly a standard playing the wrong Jadd, I see. And then, do excuse me, who would be the right Jadd? Yes, interesting. Who would be the right one? Where are my ponies? Ah, yeah, yes, that. Okay, yes, the April Fool's stuff. Yes, I did see that. Was quite a... the first time I saw the loading screen and everything, that was quite a bit of comedy. Okay, well, this is... Yeah, we are in a problematic situation. Will you pull through? I guess we'll just... honestly, just lock you in for a retreat. Not even joking, the April Fool's Nation was such a blast to play. Well, I guess I'm just, I'm not really, I guess what, I still have a lot to experience in basic Anbenar, let's put it like that. So I'm not like, I don't know, I think I have plenty of basic stuff to play before I go into, like, April Fool's stuff and things like that. Mostly why I didn't really look into it. Plus, like, I had started this campaign by the time that the April Fool's stuff came out, and then well, yeah, because of that, didn't really want to start multiple things simultaneously. Okay, let's see. So the war with Brenulano is mostly coming to an end. Can we piece them out, and can I hopefully maybe take everything, or will we have to do this again? Oh, it's looking tight. Oh no, we can. Okay, we can do it. We can do it. It's 85. And we just, okay, just need to take some more provinces, get the war score finished up, and... I played through most of it, and the storyline is pretty well done. Okay, well, good to know that I guess it was made well. I guess, well, yeah, I didn't... I haven't... I was surprised. I've never, like, I don't know, seen, like, April Fool's events in, I guess, modded content, especially something that is of the size as, well, Anbenar and similar things. I would expect that's like quite a bit of development time and effort to set something like that up. On retreat already. Yeah, that wasn't... Oh, well, actually, kill-wise, we pulled off quite a few kills. But yeah, as a battle, that was doomed to be a defeat. Yeah. So how much do we actually... how much do we actually want here? I expected a 1 hour joke nation, and it was easily a 20-ish hour playthrough. Okay, that's very substantial then. Yeah, yeah. I guess, well, I guess someone must have definitely been interested in making it then, huh? Okay, so you... Okay, I will need a lot more from Negafama. Not Negafama, yeah, no, yeah, this is Negafama. Right, correct, guys. Okay, you stay here for the time being, you get over here. So, hopefully this army can finish taking Konolu in time. How I miss my spy network. How I miss my spy network in this region. Would have been nice to have it available right now. But I guess we work with what we have. Then again, these places do go down quite quickly as well. Can we jump this army? Sure. Get on them. And I don't want to lose these guys. Accident, do a heckin' murder. Yeah, you know, that's what we love doing. We love doing a heckin' murder on some of these guys, especially when they get overly annoying. I know, my stack wiping capabilities have been a bit more lackluster than I would want to for quite some time. Especially because it seems like literally everyone around us loves taking defensive ideas. So we run into quite big morale walls quite often. Which isn't perfect. Okay, we can almost piece them out. Okay, that should... Okay, that's looking good, though. That's looking good. Okay, well, okay. When they don't have a general, then we can actually manage something on the rare occasion. Fun. Love wasting 2 years on every siege. Also 1700 when level 6 forts become the norm. Major Artificer playthrough. Mixed, mostly because I did sort of want to go... I really did want to go Artificers fully, but I don't know, it didn't seem kind of right for the Jadd. Plus, I did want to keep the Jaharian statute, which, I don't know, maybe looking back it's not super worth it, but still, like, the national unrest, the missionary strength, it seems quite good, so I ended up going mixed instead of picking up full Artificers. But yeah, the Artificers that we did pick up, they're working away. They're working away. We already are sitting on some quite nice inventions. Did get the Jadd Sunbeams. Those are chef's kiss. But also, yeah, like, you know, mentioning having to spend 2 years on every siege, we don't do that. Because I say, how about 100 siege ability? Yay? Yay. That's how we do it. Admittedly, though, some people around here do have also 100 fort defense. So it does just about even out in the end. Guess makes sense. I need to play a full Artificer playthrough again. Too many mage rulers lately. Yeah, well, I guess, yeah, sort of the same situation here. Just got good old Elazar pumping all of his skills up and everything. Alright, okay, that reminds me, I'm an idiot, because I, once again, as I always do, forgot to pop War Magic. Where is it? It would have been very useful. And I'm an absolute dumbo. I always forget about the mage menu. Yes, give me the goddamn War Magic. Shame. Okay, now back to it. Now we can hopefully deal a bit more damage. Yes, mayhaps. Oh, and actually, 96. Can we piece you guys out? I'd always do it once at the start of a war, then forget to refresh it. Yeah, honestly, I just commit the grave mistake of forgetting to apply it in the first place. I mostly remember it for all the important wars, like against the Command and other big nations. I did want to pop it on this one, but forgot. Forgot. Okay, we can take all of Brenul, and thank you for doing business. I guess we will have to wipe out these bozos. Okay, they should deal with that. Doubt I will need to pay attention. Why is there a red? Oh yeah, that's... Wait, Kalis... What is the Lake Federation? Are you... What are you doing? So I'm allied to the Lake Federation, and this is the second time they have pulled me into a war against Tarakar, which... I sort of want to keep them as an ally, so I didn't tell them to go kick rocks. I joined in, because there isn't really much a threat for us. But I just do not understand how they perform so badly, being so humongous and having such an army, and yet struggling to achieve literally anything. As if I don't have enough problems to deal with myself. Okay, well, sure, I guess we can focus on this front now fully. At least some of these forts fall very easily. Then, okay, you need to be split up a little bit. Oh, and well, speaking of artificers, we got another one, magic missile deployers. The first spell any mage studying evocation learns is the basic magic missile. It is their bread and butter, the bane of the darkness, in goblin, dire rat, or even orcish form. These form of mobile artillery is somewhat clunky and complicated, but can spew unguided magic missiles in a form that can take out a dozen infantrymen in mere seconds. Our forces can no longer be charged and broken. Any who dare would simply run into a storm of spell power. With the firepower of more than 100 novice mages combined into a single weapon, we have transformed a simple cantrip into a true weapon of war. Sadly, I don't think we will be really using it, because that was mostly for artificer regiments. Where is it? Military, magic missile deployer. Yeah, it's... where is it? Oh no, actually this one was just... Wait, I thought it was for artificers. Okay, no, this one is just shock damage received minus 10%, which is fine and all, but shock damage is kind of irrelevant at this point. Well, I guess if you're fighting against us, shock damage reduction would be very good. But we are us, so that doesn't matter. So, on to the next one. Let's fund them. Also, new conversions. Oh no, wait, not the swamp. Not the swamp. We need to deal with these provinces. Maybe good for fighting the centaurs. Oh wait, yeah, the centaurs. I do wonder, how are the centaurs doing? Oh, they're dead. Actually, no, the centaurs aren't dead. If you cast your gaze here, the Great Storm, they indeed do exist. Though in, dare I say, somewhat diminished shape. Yeah, the AI centaurs just can't catch a break, can they? Poor boys, never having it good. Great Storm indeed, yup. Okay, there we go, some more options. So, once again, the Market Mender, not interesting. Artificer Exo Arms, yeah, these are specifically for artificers, so not really what we need. Sending Stones would be an additional diplomat and diplomatic relations. Honestly, not the worst. I do like making spy networks everywhere, so more diplomats for that is quite okay. But, oh, well, compare that to gene food cult. Okay, then again, the gene food cultivation is the next. It's the tier 2. So it is 20 artifice capacity, but it does give 10% goods produced. How can I say no to that? And if nothing else, it will start giving us at least some bonuses from the tier 2 artifice techs. Last update really somehow shifted the balance of power. Used to be centaurs winning 95%, now I have yet to see the centaurs beat the lake fed. I don't know, I guess it always seems weird because there are always, people are telling me different things about how it used to be. But like, I don't know, in my, I have played like a few games of Anbenar over the past, I don't know, 2-3 years. I think I've been playing it for. And I know, I think I've never seen the centaurs really do much. I think in all of my games it's always the lake fed that at some point just took off and yeah, just did all the lifting there. So I don't know. A bit of a weird one, that. Okay, this is taken. Let's get you back. Maybe clean up a little bit. Centaurs. Oh, so many casualties, and I guess it was like a 40,000 worth of rebels. Well, their leftover army. God damn, the infantry line did get... Well, just about everything here got decimated. I feel like I need to put bigger front lines in my armies. Yeah. The artillery is good and all, but we are taking a bit more damage than I would like to. And okay, can we consider piecing someone out? I don't really need anything from Negafama. Just break all of their alliances that might be relevant, and then give me all of your money. Give me all of your money and honestly piss off. And again, actually reduce that, give me war reps, and then as much money. Okay, so, yeah, I don't... Do I care about... No, I don't care about taking any land. Just get out. They can get out. Get our armies up into some safety. You two get going. So now, I guess Binvarji is already not doing too great. What's the plan here? I definitely want to take some Yagub Faru lands. Honestly, might as well just gobble them up. Oh, then again, how long are the cores gonna... We just started working on these cores. I don't think I'm gonna wait 1.5 years. I just wanna be done with this and swing to the other side. Oh, surprisingly enough, the command is still fighting Tianlo. I guess they haven't occupied these territories yet, which is interesting. That means we still have some time to rush over and maybe attack them in the back while their armies are busy. Which means, yeah, forget about this territory. It's an afterthought, really. Just stop guaranteeing everyone that I care about. Give me war reps, give me all your money. Could I squeeze out some more money? I guess I could, but I really don't want to waste any more time here. Oh, well, we have to wait until we get our diplomat back. So I guess we can see how much damage we can cause while we wait for our diplomat. Might as well. Maybe take a few more provinces. That could be a little bit more war score. Oh shit, they are moving quite a big stack. Okay, maybe don't do that. Yeah, they're swinging around big stacks. Ooh, that was very nice. That was Toref Citadel. That was the only province... Nice, that was the only province in the Isle of Tev that we hadn't converted yet. Nice. So we have our diplomat back, we can squeeze out a little bit more money, and sure, we'll just leave it at this. And I swear to God, if they start making more guarantees, I'm actually gonna evaporate them. So actually, well, actually 100k losses. I think it definitely felt more than 100k. Then again, I guess it was 100k losses in quite quick succession in a very short time span. Well, what can you do? Okay, so that whole mess is resolved, I guess. Everyone over to Haley's. Start marching again. And let's just hope we can make it in time before the command finishes up their fighting. Now, this was really a shame. Ended up wasting like 3 years, I guess it will have been in total. Yeah, don't like that. But okay, we can do more construction, more ships, more good stuff. I guess before we go back to more fighting, we can put our trade ships out. Get back to protecting some trade. Where can you make us the big bucks? K-Cam would give 40 extra. Okay, that's crazy. And you go there, sure. So some war reps be coming in. Oh. 500. Yeah, well, that didn't really change that much. But sure. Okay, now, are we converting all of these provinces? Okay, this is the last one, sure. So all of this will get converted, because otherwise, yeah, there would be a lot of rebels here. There would be a lot of rebels. Have to watch out for them. Yeah, but I think the missionaries will manage to appease them in time. Okay, and oh, okay, I guess the last of the buildings in Jadd has been finished. So where is it? We can finish the Surrealic Guard mission, which, well, if it hasn't been changed, it's absolutely pointless. But at least it's another mission checked off. But we'll see. So, the Surrealic Guard. Of the troops that stand the Herald's Wall, a few have eyes that can see the sun glinting off metal from miles away. Of the officers that graduate the Jadd Academy, a few have a strategic mind that would have rivaled Jaddar's own. Of the soldiers that garrison in the Surrealic barracks, a few wield the blade as if they were born to it, and perhaps they were. We must gather all such as these, for Surreal has clearly chosen them for a special purpose. They shall form the Surrealic Guard, an elite regiment at the Herald's disposition. May they burn as bright as Surreal's sun forevermore. Yeah, this will give us unique mercenaries, which, well, let's see, do they appear instantly or do I have to give them a little bit of time? I remember them being like 5 regiments of infantry, which, suffice it to say, was absolutely worthless, as elite as they may be. Okay, yeah, I think I have to give it a month for them to actually spawn in. What general died? Oh, admiral died. Okay, that's not the biggest problem. Okay, there we go. Surrealic Guard. So, are you at all... Have you been changed? Or are you still the lame old... How fucking low are you? There we go, Surrealic Guard. Yep, it's... It's 4 infantry regiments and 2 artillery regiments. Like, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter that they have 20% morale of armies and 10% discipline. It's 6 regiments. We have 600. Why? Why? And they cost 14 crowns a month in upkeep and almost 1,000 to hire them. Why would I? I love the Jadd mission tree, but I think all of the unique mercenaries in Anbanar are just horrible. To put it, I don't know, nicely, they are utter garbage. There is probably a mistake there and they don't scale. Well, maybe, then again, I don't know, I remember that being as it was, I think like 2 years ago at this point or something. I would have imagined if it's a mistake, then someone would have caught on. But I don't know, they just... I guess like 4 or 6k would be good early on. Like, then again, I guess, I don't know, maybe that's like their value day 1. I think they used to scale with your force limit, but I might be wrong, or it depends on the nation. Okay, well, it definitely would make sense if they scaled. That definitely would make sense. But, yeah, I don't know. A bit of a shame that they don't, because I think that's very much the case for all mercenaries that I have seen, because there are also the Jadd Chosen? Well, I guess no, Jadd, that was my leader at that point, so 18 infantry. This is also the same that they started with, so these also haven't changed. I don't know. I do hope it's not related to DLCs or anything, because I'm not playing with all DLCs. I am missing a few, but I don't think mercenary scaling would be something that's in a DLC. And okay, I think I have to split you bozos up a little bit, because you're just gonna get cooked here otherwise from attrition. Then all that spaghetti coding, there might be something that went wrong. I guess maybe... I assume maybe it could also just be the case that, like, they're not... I guess no one pays that much attention to them, hence maybe the bug hasn't been reported, if it's a bug. I don't know, since I always play with subscription active. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I guess at some point maybe I should actually join the Anbanar Discord and, like, say these things, because, well, if it turns out it's a bug and no one's reporting it, then I guess I'm sort of part of the problem, not reporting it either. Okay, these provinces are starting to get converted, that's very cool. Which means we can... Oh god, there's so many provinces that have religious zeal, hurts to look at it. I think they are currently also overwhelmed with bug reports that the last update introduced. Oh yeah, but, well, I guess obviously every new update bringing stuff out will cause trouble like that, right? Okay, so first of all though, before we continue, we have so much money again, I need to build more stuff. As I said, we need more stuff. I guess honestly some frigates in Rachen might not be the worst idea. Let's bash out some This we can actually make a pretty penny with their trade power over here. Put some in the building queue. How many do I? Maybe like 20. Maybe let's get like 20 extra frigates. That could be something decent enough for the time being at least. And then, once again, buildings. Buildings. Town halls. How are we looking on? Okay, no, gov capacity is looking very good. As a matter of fact, I need to do more states. But okay, some manufactories maybe. Can we make a... Yeah, we have some cities that could use manufactories. I have been a bit lazy with building manufactories, I have to say. Mostly ignored them and gave preference to military stuff early on. Okay, I think all the counting houses have been mostly upgraded. I'm not super interested in building new ones. Taxes... Actually, trade depots. I haven't built any trade depots, really. Oh yeah, we can definitely upgrade. We spam out all the upgrades. Useful provinces. Oh, look at this, yeah, Ovdal Tungur, that definitely needs an upgrade. Reek. Kadbar, all of these are. Ovdalazan, sure. Bulvar, we haven't even done, and I should at least check out the big capitals, yeah. How much was the full price? The full price of it was... Okay, so yeah, 255, that's the upgrade cost. Actually, we are down to 3.5k, so just a few more. Golkora. This should get us a pretty penny from trade income. Hopefully. Okay, let's leave it at that. 1.5k. Okay, no, except Askasur. Askasur definitely needs it. How the hell haven't I gotten it there yet? And Brasan. Sure. 1k. Need at least some money in the bank for emergencies. Oh, what's this? Wisdom wants military access again. What are they up to? Nothing interesting. Go shit yourself. Yeah, they still haven't finished this war. I think they've been at it for like 5 years now or something. So let's see. How is this situation still looking? The Northern League has gotten itself into debt. Okay, so I will definitely need them, so we will need to have some money ready to pull them in. Okay. Okay, also Taraka. Okay, well, at least finally the Lake Federation has decided to do something, and they've actually started occupying some territories. Good for them. So, rebels. We are at the risk of getting Gnidian rebels, but yeah, they should be converted before they have the chance of popping. so that should be fine. And then, oh, okay, the command, okay, the command has finished its war, so they will most likely have their armies back closer to us. But well, I guess I won't have to worry about that today anyways, because we're, well, basically out of time already. Let's see, I guess, how long until the next... Okay, we are halfway there until the next exemplary vote. So that should be maybe at the end. No, I hope I will finish the command war quicker than in 5 years. If it drags out for 5 years, then that's not a good sign. Okay, more trade ships. Goblin refugees. No, actually 2,000. Sure, we can take you. Go into the military. Non-enforcement of ordinances, admin, or we get some local autonomy. Sure, we can spend the admin. We have a lot of admin. Why the hell are you still getting repaired? Okay, so you can also go out and protect trade. Okay, yeah, the profits. I'm not really sure if the profits really add up here. Okay, honestly, it might be worth it to our next merchant we get to just collect in KCAM. That should be some good income. I guess sure we will assign you there. Meanwhile, this bunch... I will send you instead to Kagas, sure. Okay, now that our armies are getting refilled, we're returning back to our usual. Okay, you stay here, stay here. You get out of attrition. Get out of attrition land. Oh yeah, and I forgot these armies. You still have to make your way over. Okay, so no armies forgotten anywhere. Kobolds rob a bank. We need that money. We need that money. Why are you robbing banks? Actually, we could get 4,000 crowns for a small tolerance decrease, but honestly, that is only, what? Barely a year's worth of income. Let's instead... I actually do want to get them up to integrated, so yeah, let's work on that instead. Okay, and then now we could definitely... What's the religious looking like? This one province still doesn't agree with us. Yes. Well, actually, speaking of trade, what were the trade nodes, Kigas? I guess no. There are a lot of trade centers inland. I guess even if we assigned all of this to the trade company, I doubt that would be enough. Do we have our... Okay, yeah, we do have our charter in the swamps. Okay, Shadow Swamp, Golcora, Divenhall Gate Company. Oh wait, that means I still haven't made a... We still don't have a trade company in this region, Harakseta. Yeah, I haven't created a trade company here. I guess I don't want... Okay, sure, we will... I want to make sure that the non-converted place doesn't get auto-assigned, because just I'm not super sure how the Jadd missions work with trade company provinces that are of a different religion. So for safety's sake, I only assign stuff that we have actually converted. I don't want to find out later on that I have to unassign something and convert it still. Okay, so that's everything we currently own. We'll see if that's enough to give us the 50% trade control. And barging on through. Sure, barge on through real properly. Give us all that hedonism. And also Day of the Cat, which is a little bit of mana. Of all sorts. Sure. And okay, it was enough to get us another merchant. Excellent. So, with another merchant, I guess, yeah, as I said, let's just outright collect in K-Cam. We have 90% trade control here. Instead of shipping it into Rachen, where we lose most of it. We can just instead outright gobble it up. So we'll see how much that nets us. And then, okay, so admin... Actually, we can wait on admin tech. There's nothing really pushing us. Instead, maybe it's time to make some more states. We are 600 spare governing capacity. We can make that work. So, where would be the best places, really? Oh, well, I guess we could state Verkal Gulan again. I had to unstate it because of the Serpent's Rot, but... I guess how is the oh, then again they are... It's still a little bit devastated. But I think we can restate it. I think we can restate it. Then some... What would be other good provinces? Alright, yeah, I guess Lower Sorrow. Definitely do that. And also slam in the Lightbringers. Right, also have to remember slam in the Lightbringers here. All provinces must be owned. Well, okay, I am planning to fight Hechodovar at some point, so... Well, yeah, that when we get there, we'll get there. Honestly, what? Stating Busilar might be pretty good. It's hella good land. Or I guess the Isle of Tef. Sure, we'll do the Isle of Tef. State that up. We need another seat. No doubt someone will request a seat in the council. Discontent Zone. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Can't have it any other way. Lake Federation, could you not be mentally disabled? Like, I'm sorry, but... How do you suck so badly? Like, it ain't that hard. I would think it ain't that hard, but they're... If they didn't have such humongous amounts of manpower, they would literally just be imploding. And the command is using 100k stacks. Because of course they are. Oh lordy. Oh lord, I don't like that. I don't like the command having 100k stacks. Yeah. That's not a good one. Headless Horseman. Okay, at least that's a local thing only. You know what? Sure, we can give Eberithil a seat. Yeah, sure. Congratulations, new seat. There go all the cores. All the cores in Arafquellin. So many provinces that need conversions. And okay, armies are mostly on the point. We have 300k manpower, which is aight. We could do more army expansions, do some more recruiting. And then we will... The command allied Greedy Grin. You little shits. You're gonna die. I'm gonna put it as it is. I'm killing you. I don't need to kill you, but you have annoyed me to no end. And actually, they have an under... Actually, damn, they have a lake. I didn't even see that they have like a special... They have crustacean fisheries. Interesting. I will devote... how many troops will I need to devote to kill them? Do they have defensive ideas? Of course they do. I will devote an entire army to kill them. In the meanwhile, how is the command looking? Oh, they have reduced their army by a little bit. Well, they still have almost 600k, so that's quite a bit. And then, what do they actually look like? Rivals. So, no mercenaries. Yeah. Oh, they actually could go higher in force limit. Sure. And then what is their current quality? They have... They basically have equivalent morale to ours. Yeah, basically. Well, we are a slight smidge ahead. They have good discipline, which is a shame. I guess we have, what, like 10? We only have 12 discipline advantage. Yeah, that's not good. Oh, and they have again picked up something and increased their defensiveness quite massively. I think they were at like 60 for some time, and now they are back to 90. Which is definitely no good. It means we won't be able to blitz them as quickly as I hoped. We will only have a slight advantage as far as siege speed is concerned. I don't like that. Blitzing them was basically the only way I saw that we could beat them. They also have maximum tradition. It's not good. At least the only saving grace is they still haven't caught up in military tech. We are military tech 25, they are still sitting on 24, which I'm surprised. No doubt they will get it at some point during our war. But at least initially our artillery will have some advantages. But okay, I think we have to... let's see, some armies are still arriving. I feel like we... Okay, well, these armies can stop drilling. We will have 2 armies that are quite well drilled. That's good to have. That's good to have. I got to go to practice now. Good luck joining around. Maybe see you other time. I'm wrapping up basically as well. Just got to do a little bit of maintenance, I think. Check everything out, and then yeah, we're also going to be ending. But yeah, thanks again for stopping by, bringing some people along. Much appreciated. And good luck in practice, I guess. And then yeah, as for a little bit of finishing up maintenance, I guess let's set some recruitment for these 32 stacks. I would want to get everyone up to 40. Though I guess it does seem like our front line... Maybe we need a bit more on the front. But then again, the artillery is what does the damage, so I'm not really sure if... Let's just get it as it is. So, did it now double up production anywhere? Okay, yeah, like, this is what I hate about automatically, like, just clicking things to recruit. Why the hell does it double up in the same province, even if I'm willing to bet it would be more efficient to build... Like, it's just more efficient to build, like, here. Why the hell are you doubling it up? Okay, so I guess let's get everyone here properly on the front lines. We need some... Okay, yeah, we do have some... We need someone on their capital. Honestly, taking their capital and hopefully getting the... Oh, well, no. Okay, no. Our spy didn't get found out. Okay, this bozo is arriving. You also get extra troops. You get extra troops. Everyone gets extra troops. Let's just put it like that. Can we do some... Oh yeah, right, this was already converted. Where are some of the bigger cities? It might be nice to convert those first. Yeah, just to reduce how many separatists we might get. Okay, well, yeah, this is gonna be not nice. Well, this is gonna be something for next time's me to worry about. Because currently, yeah, we're basically at 5 o'clock. Something is stirring. Oh, okay, the command is considering to attack Jiansang. That's fine. That's fine. So that means their armies are gonna be moved away. Their armies are gonna be busy fighting up in the north again. A perfect situation for us, really. And we will strike them in the back and hopefully take most of these forts. Yes, some are... Actually, they have quite a few forts that are still only level 6. They mostly have upgraded the ones which border us, but then they have quite a few just not upgraded. That's good. That's definitely good for us. Okay, you set course. You're gonna go destroy the greedy grin, because they might just be a little bit annoying. And of course, one piece of artillery also doubled up here. Well, piece of shit. Well, okay, our armies are basically ready. We're gonna... Though maybe it will be better to wait until they declare on Jiansung. If we have already delayed until now, might as well delay a little bit more. And yeah, like total war score costs 700%. It's just, I hate the fact that they still have kept expanding so well. Pain. Absolute pain. But okay, I guess that's gonna be that then for today. Yeah. I guess we are basically at the point where we started. Really a shame. Today we took a little bit of land, but really just wasted a bunch of time breaking alliances and whatnot. But hopefully at least that means we'll have slightly smoother sailing next time. Hopefully. Though we have to capitalize relatively quickly. So, yeah, I guess that's about that then. Here's hoping for better conquests next time. And yeah, speaking of next time, it should be Wednesday. I hope it should be Wednesday. I definitely know I will be busy tomorrow. But then, well, yeah, next day should be fine. So with that in mind, I guess see you on Wednesday for... Definitely, absolutely, a big command war. Yes, nothing will get in my way now, until something does. But yeah, enough blabbering, thanks for hanging around, and see you next time. Bye bye.